overriding. We're going up. We don't need to use a tent. We'll just get out of here. Alright. We're eventually going to be able to tell Vivi's name, but we won't do that until after a little bit. If I had refused him, I could sit there and just go into the steeple and pull the cord. Alright, he's gonna sit there and say that it's safer than going across the ground or whatever. But it's obviously not, because, you know, it won't fall, it won't fall. He said it won't fall, so guess what it does? Boom, falls. And money? Don't even know your name. The name is Vivi. Black mage, appears to be 9, dominant hand is right. The reason why it says he appears to be 9 will come up later. And he's going to be probably one of the most powerful characters in your party later in the game. Just for the simple fact that he is the Black Mage. Now, for the most part, you're just walking along the tops of the roofs. Alright? Every one of these nests here has money in them. I guess the birds thought it looked good. And now we're up here. I'm only going to do this part once because I really don't feel like going over it numerous times to try to get whatever score I can get. But we're about to have a live scene. See, we're here watching the play. And here's why it's called a theater ship. The whole thing is a theater in and of itself. It's set up for it to just dock, and people can sit there and watch. Yes, generic NPCs clap alongside the. Wow, that's an ugly woman. All the generic NPCs clap alongside the unique characters. There's Adalbert Steiner, 4th character that gets shown that goes in your party. He's a knight. And he's actually a pretty good character all in all. See, he's pretty much completely loyal to the princess and wondering why she's sad. And it's because her mom's been changing recently. Her mom being the big fat blue thing with the weird ponytails or pigtails. Can never get that right because I don't really care. Torn from her lover Marcus, attempts to flee the castle only to be captured by Father King Leo, played by him. Cross swords with the king, and now about to do the opening of the play. There's a part in here where I get to, do a little bit. Where your buddy, man? But it's Bear still in the heart of the evil king. And this is pretty cool because they actually, due to the magic actually being a thing in their world, they have a type of magic called, SFX, stage effects. Special effects, whatever you want to call them. And they do absolutely nothing. And Well, you're about to see them. I mean, they all got their swords, which are obviously supposed to be fake swords. And everything under the skills or skill is going to be changed over to SFX, such as Pyro, which does absolutely no attacks. Medeo, which is all of them. Poly, which is... And this is just to make it look good, because, you know, this is a play. They're not trying to kill each other. Senna, obviously the weakest of the group. Medeo, basically fake me. Let's attack and get things going, because I kind of want to get past this part. I just wanted to show off the different SFX that there are. They literally do nothing to anybody. It's just meant to look good. And he's like, oh, stay still. I mean, it looks good. It looks like it would actually hurt somebody, but it's not designed to. It's designed to look good. Get those guys out of the way so that they don't actually attack. And there's that part of the play over with and done. And thank God, because it can get long and arduous. No, I didn't want to waste time on building it up. And they literally have the names of their characters. It's like you didn't want to attempt. I like this, you know, I like the background music for this. The clapping, or I guess it's not actual clapping, but yeah, we gotta follow his lead. Oh, I pressed the wrong button, so I'm not going to get the highest score. And it's also based off of how fast you press them. That's why I'm not talking too much. But you get items and money based off of this. There's my second failure. We shall finish this later. Yes, let's see what kind of a score I got. 66 were praised. No. I didn't want to do it again. It takes a lot of concentration. And now we've just beaten up some guards and taken their uniforms. And we get to go look for the princess. And it smells rank. And he's not going to put it on because you can't put the main character in a helmet. Not, you know, if he's not designed with one. You have to see those beautiful golden flowing locks that really don't move. And it's kind of creepy if they don't. Now, if you saw somebody whose hair was plastered so hard that they could literally shake their head and their hair did not move a millimeter outside of its position on the head, you would think it was weird. I know I would. But this was before they had, a lot of technology dealing with the visuals. Royal seat should be right above the stairs. Oh, let's get this over with before the finale. Alright. Well, while we're doing that, let's see if there's any items. I can't remember if there are or not. I guess not. Now, we could attempt to go somewhere else, but we don't want to. Who's that? That's a unique character sprite. Unique character design. Not really a sprite because it's not, a 2D. I'm gonna let her pass because we got to anyways. Haven't we met before? Nah, I don't know you. Of course not, because you wouldn't let somebody that pretty get away. She thinks they're actual guards because she's never seen somebody who wasn't a guard dressed up in their armor. And obviously Zidane figured out who it is. Oh, these two morons. I hate them because of later. I wish you'd chop them off now. Yes. They make a boss fight later on called Gemini, I think. And just battling these two later on is a headache. Mostly because you have to have someone that you can't sit there and set up your attacks in advance, because what they'll do is they'll charge each other up. And if you don't attack the person that's gotten charged up, they'll use a powerful attack. Like Flare or Meteor or any of a number. Actually, I think those are the two attacks they use. Either that or Holy. And if we don't knock the charge out of them, it hurts a lot. And here is Steiner going, no. And Beatrix is like, is it emergency? Yes, it's an emergency. This is actually kind of unique in a concept, because in this country, in the country of Alexandria, men are seen as not being as good as women. Which, for the time this was made, that was an awesome concept. There are very few things out there, even still, that make men out to be less than women. And for the most part, it's all about for the most part, it's about making them seem incompetent. This one, it's pretty much the same. The only thing is, Steiner is a lot more incompetent than Beatrix. You wish that Steiner was on your team. And look, see, age 33, male, dominant hand is right. Wow, he's only a year older than I am. Steiner. His first name is Aldebert. Aldebert Steiner. Go find her. Go find the daughter. She didn't tell you. Oh yeah, she did tell Beatrix to go. Knights of Pluto. Assemble. And look who it is. Huh? And this is why the males are considered, worthless. They're, incompetent. I mean, Zidane and Blank sat there and just beat these two up and took their uniforms. Get dressed and go find Princess Garnet. Yeah, we'll follow you in, because this is a very important thing. Captain Steiner, Bloodson, Cole, Lotto, Dutchbond, all that. They actually have specials that they do. You have to find all eight of them. Such as oh, maybe he's on the other side. Oh yeah, we'll see a character like that later on. Maybe they're on the other side. I can't remember exactly. Now, here's one of the annoying things. He's quite fast and you gotta sit there and catch him. He doesn't ever go okay. This isn't the guy we're trying to catch. This is the guy that's hungry. So, you know, talk to him. Come out of here. Oh, jeez. This is why I really hate this part of the game. You know, trying to get him to... There we go. Dojimon, the fast one. He's on it. That's 4. We got 4 more. Is there anybody in here? Yes, the one that wants to be a poet. You can't leave because, you know, we gotta find the princess. Because he's a crying little crybaby that cries. He's like, I don't want to be in the military. I want to write poems. Yeah, you join the military. Get over yourself. Now we're outside. We have 3 more to find. Oh. Well, I must hurry. What's over here? Huh. Does that look familiar? He doesn't have a name, but he's considered a Knight of Pluto because he's in the armor. But who else have we seen with that little bit of face mask? Hagen. We gotta find the princess. Calls for immediate action. Run. And now, this guy. Let's just go, the 2 of us. Stop immediately. Go search for princess. Yes, sir. At once, sir. And she's like, the Pluto Knights are always asking me out. I don't know what to do anymore. Steiner wasn't gonna ask you out. Steiner was gonna be like, yeah, screw it. Alright. This is how we want to go. The reason why is because the last one is up these stairs. And you're about to see, you know, a man coated in metal fly. This is the last of the Knights of Pluto. I'm so tired. No, he wasn't the last one, I believe. I believe the last one is actually up here. Because there's one that sits there and... Ooh, fatigue rears its ugly head. No, I must persevere. Oh look, unique characters. Especially the one that's in the white. Of course, the Dane's already said that was a princess. Fear not, princess, your knight is coming. And this girl has some major courage. How does she know that little rope she's holding? Yes, I'm hoping that you sing that. Will hold her weight. I mean, look at how just beautiful the pictures and the colors are. I mean, they even put in Steiner sparking. And here we go. He is determined. It looks like he's wearing tennis shoes made out of, metal. Where'd the princess go? Oh, there she is. She landed right on your back. How'd you know that? How'd you not know that? And this right here is a callback to Final Fantasy 9 or 7. Yeah. One of the funniest things I think is that there's a character coming up, her, Ruby. Obviously supposed to be a southern character. Hold your horses, blah blah blah. What kind of cattle are you chasing? She's either supposed to be southern or Texan. And she is later on they sit there and Zidane tells Garnet, try to hide your voice. Try to disguise your voice. Disguise your accent. You're talking too properly. She goes, should I talk like that lady that was on the ship? And he goes, no, Ruby is actually quite vocal about people using her accent and not knowing how to. The only difference between these FMVs and the ones on later games in the series, is that these are better looking in my opinion, even with the helmet made out of the hair made out of metal helmet, and the complete lack of voice. These are better looking visuals in a lot of it. I mean, they even remembered to make the fire right here on the candles flicker. That's not something that you would actually see a lot of times. It's literally changing. And this was made back in like maybe 2000. Alright. That is a lot of detail being put into a game. Yeah, this game was released, I believe, in 2000. It's the last Final Fantasy they put on the they put on the PlayStation. I shall hereby do my best to kidnap you. And yeah, you're kind of freaky looking, Senna. Don't know why they named him that, but he's kind of freaky looking. He has a beard and clown nose and yeah. Steiner, you're cool and all, but you rattle too much. Thought this might happen, so open sesame. Why they couldn't give it a different password, and I don't think it actually had a password. I just think it was hitting buttons. I don't know, but it's quite hilarious that they used that. And why did he get stuck? Obviously he did that on purpose. I mean, why would he? Why would he? I mean, he's a Pluto Knight, isn't he? Okay, I'm gonna lay off of that. That's blank. I mean, seriously. He's the only one with that facial stuff because, characters. I've been trained to escape the castle after all. Let's move on. Yeah. Let's get this done. Now, there are items down here if I remember correctly, but I think I just got past where I could get them. I mean, they even included the scraping of Steiner's armor against the pole. That is something that you don't hear that often. I mean, yeah, he rattles everywhere he goes whenever he's, you know, the one moving around. But at the same time, that's something that they could easily program. That single scraping sound that they did, that's not something you see often. Yeah, that's blank. I'm not gonna sit there and try to do anything. Still. Stole a leather hat. Still. Stole a silk shirt. Still. Doesn't have anything. That means we can kill him. That silk shirt, I think that will let me learn thunder. Actually. I actually think that will allow me to learn thunder. And if I made a lot of noise on my microphone, I apologize. It just, you know, I had to adjust. I mean, I should have changed the dagger out for the Mage Masher. I didn't. And he's not even going to have this skill for a while. I like how that sword blade just disappears. This is his version of the flame magic skill, I believe. But, oh, no, not Oglops. I hate Oglops. Let me see if I can get control real quick. Come on, I want to get control real quick so I can change weapons. To Prince Schneider. I can't remember exactly what Schneider means, but I think it's something to do with cutting. Prince Cutter. That's an awesome name. We've caught the intruder. No, you haven't, because you guys had the intruder go. No matter how deeply she might believe she loves you, I'm gonna kill you. When the bell strikes 3 under the axe, you shall be. I'm gonna kill you when it hits 3. Get on number 2. Alright. And of course, no, just improvise. What's all this? I have studied drama, you know. Let's keep going. She's still watching. You know, the big blue beast. Oh, I'm ready to save this and start getting this ready to go on YouTube. But this is a fun game. I mean, there's not very many games out there nowadays where they give the characters such bright colors. I mean, Steiner is the dullest one, and that's because he's wearing metal. Run away! I hope that wasn't too loud. Trouble me no more. Yeah. And this is hilarious. And because Steiner doesn't know what's going on, but seeing that, you know, it's going to cause stuff to go down. Oh, it's so sad. It's splendid but sad. Why'd she have to die? Why? Where could she be? Boo-hoo. Alright. Oh. Look, they're chasing them down. Vivi runs the... Oh, Vivi tripped. Huck's out of here. Fury! That was what that one guy was yelling. Leave me alone. Stop. Come back here. Sorry about that. My wife came home and I had to check in with her. But look, Vivi uses fire and... Oh, well, that's hot. Throws it. Zane, it's time. Princess Garnet, let's get out of here. What's going on? Well, Sir Rustalot. That's a nice insulting name. Hey, kid, you okay? Of course. Just tripped. See, the main thing that makes Vivi awesome is his magic. Such as that fire that he just used. Thing is at such a low level, his fire isn't really that useful. My fury ends here. Okay, one more. I wish. See, there's actually a story behind this. Because she is so afraid of her powers as a summoner, she decides that she's afraid of her summons. Since she is so afraid of their powers, she's afraid of her summons. Meaning that meaning that she is, since she's afraid, this is like a 3-part battle, by the way. Since she's afraid of her summons, they cost more MP to summon them. Unless you do a lot of grinding, she's not going to be able to summon until after the part where she's supposed to. Like, literally, you got to do a ton of grinding to get there. Until she becomes not afraid of her summons. Of her powers of summon. And I love this video because, I mean, it showcases all the beautiful colors and the defenses of the castle. I mean, they just sit there and put chains into it, and it's time to try to get out of here. She's like, oh, ah. They're sitting there, let's get out of here, but they can't because the chain's holding them down. And she's throwing a fit and yelling for people to do things. Oh, what's in that cannon? It's bomb. Oh, this fight's hilarious. Because Steiner's like, I don't believe you. Trying to tell him the whole time, hey, behind you, dude. Nope, don't believe you. And since it's in the back row and, you know, out of range, let's see. No, don't need to do that. So we'll just attack. And Vivi uses black magic. Literally, you cannot attack the bomb. Doesn't matter that's in range of Vivi or anything. You can't attack them. I will not fall for such an old trick. Yeah. Please, Steiner, behind you. Hit him, knock him around a little bit. big as it can get, you know, once it's as big as it can get, he notices it and he's like, oh, hey, maybe I should have listened. Surrender at once. And there's a reason why he's picking on today. You know, it's a bomb. You know, he's picking on Zidane because Zidane's literally the one that he's accusing of all this. He's the one that he's seen him the whole time. Oh, maybe they were telling the truth. Now you gotta admit, bombs in Final Fantasy don't have a great concept, because it's like, oh, hey, if you hit it 3 times, it blows up. Damaged, but we can still fly. We can still fly. I think we can still fly. We're at least gonna make it outside the city. Hopefully. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have spoken too soon. Oh, this is, and like I said, just a beautiful, beautiful cutscene. And she's mad and snaps her fan. I don't know why. That's completely ineffectual. And that's the mist. The mist is a strange thing in this game. It literally covers the majority of the continent, and they're gonna crash. Now they're below the mist, as you can tell by the dark dreariness of it, and they've just landed. Just boom. Everybody's been thrown free. Perhaps you're not such a helpless little girl anymore. Zorn! Thorn! Is it ready? Combat ready. Easily terminate press, says Scarlet can. I need her alive. Bring her back at once. Of course you need her alive. She's the legitimate heir to the throne. Yes. We'll go with that. Oh, the pretty airship crash. The theater ship. A theta. Yeah, but the Primivista's wasted. Just our luck to crash in this forest. It's gonna get interesting. No one's ever made it out here alive. That's why it's gonna be interesting. Get it under control. Get the wounded out of here. Get the goods out of here too. Weapons, items, anything we can use. There's no way we can survive if all of our stuff's toast. I'm on it. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, I'm beat. I can't carry him all by myself. Ow. Yeah. Didn't jump off, I got thrown from the impact. Alright, ATE. Active time event. When you see it flashing below, press the back button. The Forest Keeper. Woo! They're running away. Are you alright? Is it still coming? No, it's behind you. Is it a xenomorph? Moscow. Let's save.